Hey folks, it's Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we have a special guest. We have Jamie from DeLonghi out here to show us the newest, the latest, and the greatest of espresso machines that DeLonghi has come out with. So, you know the machine.
I do know the machine.
Tell me all about it.
So we're very happy to introduce in this video La Specialista.
Right there.
So this is our game-changing manual espresso machine. It's perfect for those who want to be involved in the process of brewing their espresso and espresso-based beverages.
It's got a grinder built into it.
Grinder built in.
Tamper.
So all of these things,
Programmable.
all of these technologies and features allow someone to still be hands-on, but they are the effortless expert when it comes to making their beverages while being hands-on in the process.
Yep, exactly. And it's even going to do the foam for you.
It's exciting. It's effortless. It's all effortless.
Show me.
We're going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to
absolutely.
do it. So
Yep.
let's go through some of the features of the machine
Yep.
and talk about what it can do.
Yeah, can do a lot of items. So
Yeah.
obviously it does espresso, of course, but we'll talk about some of the recipes that you can do on here that make it even more versatile than just doing espresso. But like Gail was saying, you have our dedicated burr grinder up at the top, 8.8 ounces of beans. So over half a pound of beans you can put right at the top.
You can change the coarseness right here.
Yep. So we got the grinder, of course, and then the tamping.
Yep.
So we'll go through the tamping, but
Yep.
Gail's had some practice with the smart tamping station of La Specialista that does the perfect pressure every single time.
Yep.
And then, of course, we have our portafilter going there, collecting the
Yep.
dosage of coffee, and we'll talk about what makes the dosage of the coffee so perfect every time.
This one does it a little bit different. Jamie's going to walk us through all that.
Yeah. Espresso, you're doing your brewing, and then, of course, if you're doing espresso-based beverages, you have our advanced latte system for cappuccinos and lattes and flat whites and all of that. So
Yep.
making it effortless, of course.
Of course.
Of course,
But
yeah.
it tastes good.
Tastes delicious. And actually, the coffee
Yeah.
that we're using today is really, really good.
Little buddy.
There it is.
Yep, from Olympia, down the road.
That's right.
So let's go over some of these buttons.
Yep.
What?
What are we going to do with it, right? So
What's going on here?
right in the middle, obviously, you have your OK button. That's used to do your brewing itself. So
Yep.
we'll go to that once we're ready to brew.
Yep.
Starting on the left, obviously, you have your power button.
Mm-hmm.
We have our dosage dial. So our dosage dial is used to, when you set up the machine, you're getting the right amount of espresso that's going into your portafilter.
Yep.
So that initial calibration, once it's set up, and then you don't have to really touch it unless you're changing your beans.
Or if you change the basket, it comes
course.
with pressurized baskets,
Yep.
double and a single.
Yep.
So the nice thing about pressurized baskets is they take a lot of the guesswork out of it. The grind doesn't have to be perfect. The tamp doesn't have to be perfect, but you're still going to get a good shot.
Yeah. And we feel that most consumers
That's what they want.
They want that. I would say majority of them want that. So it just makes it easy and effortless as part of this whole
Yep.
experience. Yeah.
So you just pop it out, put the
Yeah.
other one in, and you're good to go.
That's it. That's it. All right. So as we go through that, as Gail pops the portafilter on,
Yep.
so your dosage is right over here. Then you also have a ×2 button. So the ×2 button is if you're doing single or double.
Mm-hmm.
So you would select that. There's an active rinsing button. So I use that all the time, especially even in the beginning. So before we even make espresso, you can even put the empty portafilter underneath.
Right.
Heat up your portafilter.
Yeah, you're pulling some blind shots. You don't put any coffee in here. You just put the portafilter in place, engage it, and then hit the button.
Yep.
And what that's going to do is it sends that hot water down through the portafilter. And as I've talked about before, we won't let that go forever. The drip tray will be everywhere. But as we've talked about before, a machine can be ready to be actually used and heated up in a matter of seconds, maybe a minute, whatever it is on this particular machine. But the portafilter not being hot is going to sap the temperature out of the espresso shot, making it sour.
Yep.
And I've taken a few for the team and tasted some of those. They are nasty. So that button, putting water through it with no coffee, is a good feature.
Hot water, hot
Yeah.
portafilter, hot filter basket, hot espresso.
Better
That's what you
espresso.
want.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yep.
So active rinsing, great feature on La Specialista. This is the dedicated hot water button. So this does things like Americano, which uses hot water, but if somebody does want to drink hot tea, for example, they can put their glass underneath.
And it comes out right there.
Right there. Dedicated hot water spout for
Yep.
hot tea and true Americanos, which we're going to go through in a
And
little
the
bit.
other thing I didn't talk about is the casing, stainless steel with
Yes.
a black front here. Very
Yes.
nice looking. You know, they've done a nice job on the design. Not too big. Do you happen to know what the height is up to the top of the?
That is a good question. Off the top of my head, I don't know what it is,
I
but
have a tape measure. I'll check in a
we
minute.
can check it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because that's important for some people
Yes.
too. They don't like to get over 17 inches or so, which is what your average
Yeah.
height of your upper cabinet.
Yep.
So we'll check that out.
we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So hot water.
Yep.
Then you have your recipes over here, and we'll talk about the My button. But the recipes are 3 preset recipes
Yep.
for espresso, Americano, and then also a longer coffee,
Yep.
a longer, lighter
Yep.
espresso. And then the My button over here actually allows you to customize each of these for both single and double. So theoretically, you get 6 recipes, so you can customize each one of those.
And that is a DeLonghi. The My button has been on a lot of different DeLonghi machines.
Yep, it's
That's-
fantastic.
That's kind of their thing.
Yeah, that's our thing. Our advanced latte system, which we'll talk about with our milk. So you have a valve that allows you to adjust between flat and foam.
Yep.
And then you have your steam dial over here, which you open up to start the steam process.
Yep. What do you say? Make a shot?
I think we should make some espresso.
Let's do it.
Let's go. All right.
So, I'm going to do the honors. So you just engage this in. There it is. All the way over. It'll grind for you. Fill it up to the proper level.
Yep.
And then I'm going to tamp. It's all done.
So you notice it's a closed system, so no air is exposing the coffee.
There
So
it
you're not-
is.
Look at that, perfect. Take a little excess off, but it's at the perfect level.
Yeah, there's a ridge in there that it's supposed to go to.
Yep.
And by adjusting this, you're going to adjust that. Talk to them about while the espresso's being pulled, talk about when you change the coarseness, it senses.
Yes. So
It's smarter than me.
La Specialista is different than any other machine that's similar that's out there, and it's because of advanced sensors. It's called sensor grinding technology, but bringing it down to the consumer standpoint with this, as you adjust your coarseness here, so if somebody wants more of a milder espresso, you could dial it to a 6 or a 5. And as you dial it down to a 2 or 1 for something that's stronger, the grinder will adjust the grinding time, which normally you don't do. Normally it's just a set amount of time.
Usually when it's coarser, it's going to overfill the basket.
Yep.
When it's finer, it's going to underfill.
Yeah.
But this senses how much is going, and you're going to have the same amount in the basket every time.
Yeah, every single time. So at the end of the day, it means a perfect dose every single
Yep.
time. So after you do that setup, you're good to go.
So now we've got our shot glass under there.
Yep. We've got our setting right. We've got our times 2.
Espresso, okay.
Espresso.
And then okay.
And then okay. All right.
So this is a guide. This is not a cast in stone. It has to be straight up or anything like that. There's a zone. And if it's in the zone between
Yep.
right over here over to about
10
2
to 2,
o'clock.
yep.
Yeah, 10 to 2. That means that the grind is right.
Yep. Yep. It does not have to be in the middle. A lot of people say, oh, does it have to be in the middle? It does not have to be in the middle.
Okay, you can stop now. Oh, perfect. We
perfect
were wondering.
timing.
We were wondering if it was going to overflow
That's
that little
perfect.
one there, but it didn't.
That looks really good. Look at that.
Taste it.
Do you get? I'll do the honors,
See
I
what
guess.
yeah, you were just
right.
talking about coffee.
Well, the crema looks fantastic,
Yep.
and
Well,
the layers
you know
look
what?
great.
It's the freshness of the coffee. That's really important, folks. You can have a decent machine, you can have a good grinder, you can have all those things, but if your coffee isn't fresh,
Is that
forget
fruity?
it.
What's
see
the
what it
notes in
says.
there?
Well, good for you. Sweet berries, stone fruit, and chocolate.
Well,
take-
I taste all of that.
I'll take the chocolate.
Take a second
myself.
shot now.
Yeah. So
That's really good.
you know what I want to do next? I would like to get some milk, and we have well, that's a cappuccino, more of a cappuccino, and we're going to make a drink
Yeah.
with milk. Okay.
That sounds good.
All right. We'll be right
Excellent.
back.
All right. I guess should we do should I have it on the cappuccino setting? It's going to be pretty foamy, but I'll try.
Whatever works.
Cappuccinos are the number one, so
Yeah, they are.
might
It's
as
my
well do the
favorite.
cappuccino. Yeah, we'll set it on the phone. We'll show both valves, obviously, and we'll
Okay.
talk about it.
Yep.
But we'll set it to the cappuccino, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
think
We've
we're
got the coffee. We have milk. We have a container, and Jamie's promised to do latte art.
No pressure. I'm gonna try.
You know, if it's anything like me, it'll be a nice garlic or a clove
Oh, okay.
or something popping up in the spring like a daffodil. It's never latte art.
I usually land up with the blob, which is
Yeah,
just
well, I
that
have
big
blobs, too.
spot in the middle.
Yeah,
but
there's that too. But
we'll see what we can do.
just go.
Let's see. Let's
Yeah.
go for it.
I'll get the coffee for you.
All right. So let's, yeah.
Now, bear in mind that this machine, you cannot brew and steam at the same time.
Correct, yes.
This is a
so.
single boiler, so
Yeah, it's you can't do it at the same time because of voltage issues.
Temperature.
However, you can froth your milk and grind and tamp at the same time.
but you just can't.
You
do
just
that.
can't brew and
Right,
froth
well,
at the
that-
same time.
Yeah, that would take it's a heating element.
Yeah, but there are two systems in here.
Uh-huh.
There is
cool.
there's an independent heating system for your milk as well as your espresso. So 2 heating systems, which will actually come into play when we are done doing the espresso and then frothing the milk.
All right, well, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
The Panarello, or whatever you want to call it, the frothing arm. and how
Advanced
that works.
frothing, advanced latte system.
There you go.
There it is.
There's always a name for everything, right?
It's marketing. We got to,
Yeah.
have to have something, right?
Yeah.
So this is found in some of our other machines, such as the Dedica Deluxe has that. So it's
Mm-hmm.
an advanced frothing wand that has a valve. So if somebody wants a cappuccino, they pull the valve down to foam.
More air goes in.
More air goes in.
Yep.
You get your nice, rich, dense cappuccino foam. Or if they just want to do hot milk, they pull it up to flat.
Do you get a little bit of foam with that?
You do get a little bit,
Okay.
but it's probably more for like a flat white,
Okay.
more than like a latte.
Yep.
So what I do is, and you can test this out on your machine, is you can start on the foam to get a little bit, and then pull the valve up halfway
There you go.
between, so that you get that specific level, and
That's how
it's
you're going to
customized.
get that.
I might have to do
Latte,
that.
yeah.
If I'm able to do that, then I'll do that.
So another feature that is kind of cool that I noticed, this thing has a booster chair, right? That's
Yeah.
all I'm going to,
Yeah.
So if you have a short, like the shot glass we had earlier, sits right up there like
Yeah.
that. Now we have a larger one. This goes up and it stays up magnetically.
Magnets.
Nice. It's magic.
It's magic.
All right, do your magic.
Let's do it. All right. Well, first, obviously, we're going to have it on espresso. And as it's brewing, just a reminder when it comes to brewing espresso, so if you're doing the espresso or the Americano, it's a pre-infusion. So there's a
Right.
quick soak of the beans and then the full extraction, which is
The
what's
wait
happening
time
now.
and then the extraction.
Yeah. So it holds it for about 2 seconds so that you get all of that flavor.
Yep,
The coffee setting does not.
right.
So that's a no pre-infusion, straight pull, longer pull.
Do you happen to know what the volume is on that?
The
From
coffee,
the factory?
I want to say it's about 4 ounces
Oh, okay.
total on the double. So I think
Okay.
it's about 2.5 ounces on the single for coffee.
Okay, let's
That
do
looks
the
really
milk.
good,
Yeah,
really
it
good.
does.
So now we've just done espresso. So I don't want to wait because I want to show this
Right.
benefit of the dual heating systems.
Yep.
So I'm going to open up the steam valve and you'll see that within about 5 seconds,
It's blinking.
it's
But
blinking
you know,
and it's going to start.
there it goes.
So that's the benefit of the dual heating systems, is that you don't have that waiting period between espresso.
It's not that long.
Yeah.
So it's a thermal block.
Yeah, thermoblock for espresso and a boiler
Whoop.
for your.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm trying to incorporate,
espresso looks really good. So I'm just sitting it on here. You notice? So it's great. Is that you put it right on the drip tray and
away.
it'll froth. Now I'm gonna pull it up so that I have my best shot of doing latte art.
No
We'll
pressure.
see. No pressure. And
These guys know that when I say I'm going to do latte art, it is never going to happen.
it's when you don't say it when
And
you
I've had
get
all
it.
kinds of people come in try to teach me, and I don't practice enough.
Gotta practice, yeah. That's what it comes down to. Well, I'm not gonna lie, the milk looks good for latte art, so we'll see.
Yep.
This automatically stops at 60 seconds. So you can stop it early, or you can wait until it's fully steamed. Is that pretty hot?
Yep.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's done.
Done.
I always forget to turn the steam knob back because it's automatically stopping. All right.
Here's your.
And because this is a metal sleeve over a rubber nozzle, this does not cake on like on other
Right.
machines.
It doesn't get as hot
So
on the outside. It's
it
like a
doesn't get as
double
hot.
wall.
Yep, it's really nice.
You still
Moment
want
of truth.
You still want to clean it. This comes off of here, I assume.
Yep, you can pull the metal sleeve off.
There we
Oh.
go. Sorry,
I
Jamie.
made a mess. All right, either way, we're still going to try
It
this.
doesn't matter. No,
right.
this is the way we roll around here.
This is it. Moment of
Yeah.
truth.
Anyway, it came off.
All right.
Boom. Here he goes. Dun, 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 dun.
Unfortunately, I can't get too low to the...
Yeah. Oh, there.
Oh,
Perfect. It's a heart.
I got a little heart.
Looks just like my hearts.
Look at
See?
that. I do get the little indent there, so that's good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Look at that.
I'm glad
Fantastic.
you made a
Go back
mess so
there.
you're keeping up with Gail.
Hey, it's not the machine that's
No,
making
it's
the mess.
actually I made the mess because I bumped it.
It's all right. No worries. So there it is. Fantastic. Do you want to do the honors of
Oh, yeah.
giving it a try?
Yeah.
See how my milk frothing is? That is a perfect latte, though. There's a little bit of foam on top.
Oh, that's good coffee, and yeah, the milk is good.
The heart's still good. I'm not
Still
going to lie.
good, yeah, no.
I did it. I did it. All right, so I'm going to knock this out.
That's very good. Tasty.
Yeah, it's very creamy.
Very rich.
Good espresso, good frothing. There we
Yeah,
go.
any of this kind of stuff, have it near the sink if you can.
Yeah.
Like right now, I should be rinsing this out.
Now this is dirty still, obviously, so you can see that. So what I
Okay.
usually do is with the active rinsing button,
Give it a squirt.
just put it underneath and
And that gets the coffee off of the screen, the brew head screen, too.
yep. So that group heads is nice and clean.
They always want you to do that on prosumer machines as well, so
Perfect.
I'll put this back
Let's
on
put that back on. Yep.
for looks. So just a,
Oh, you know what happened? We have to. There you go. Perfect.
there it is.
And then turn it that way.
That
Perfect.
Dun, dun,
We're back
dun.
on. So it's easy to clean. It's dishwasher safe.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Dishwasher safe.
this is dishwasher safe, so you can pop
That's
that
good
in.
to
the dish.
know.
Well, it's hard to clean because it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a chamber. So
Yeah, it's got a bunch
make
of
it
little
easy.
nooks and crannies.
So
All
we've
right.
done our latte.
Thank you.
Should we go over some of the recipes? Some of the other recipes. We'll make an Americano.
Sure.
Do an Americano?
Yeah, whatever works for you.
Let's do it. So we'll get another glass,
We'll get another glass, yeah.
and we'll do an Americano, and then we'll also show you how you can customize each of the recipes using that handy
Okay.
My Button.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Right.
All right, we're back.
We are back.
We're
Let's
going to
make.
do an Americano, did you say?
We're going to do an Americano.
There you go. He's going to show us how to adjust it on the My Brew button.
Yeah, we can customize that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the
Yeah, sure.
the honors?
Sure. Come on.
All right. Now notice, with the tamping, there's no mess. So normally you have to take the portafilter out, you've got to scrape it, there's usually a mess.
You
Nothing.
know it.
Nothing.
Ready?
We're going to do an Americano. So we're going to put this glass underneath all three. So we're going to have it under the espresso as well as the hot water.
Right.
Turn this to an Americano, and we're going to hit OK.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to do, in this case, a double shot of espresso, and then we're going to top it off with hot water.
And it's going to do, by default, factory settings.
Yes, this is the factory settings. Yep.
If you wanted to, you could program it for what you like right over here.
Yep.
And then it would always be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can, if we want, we can even do a, oh, there we go.
See, there's the water.
So right after hot
Yep.
water spout, true Americano.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
It's delicious. There you go. And it's pretty hot too. It brews, the hot water comes out at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And so
Whoa.
it's pretty hot.
It's right up there, yeah.
And then again with the My Button, which we can customize it for the espresso. We can do
Yeah.
espresso. You can say, oh, if I like an Americano with more hot water or less hot water, you
Yep.
can
can make it
personalize
any-
it, whatever you want.
Well, that's the good news, because a lot of machines you can't do that.
Yeah. So there is a nice
you-
Americano.
Are you done?
It's done.
See? It talked back to me.
It knows. You're the espresso whisperer.
You go, yeah.
So
Go
there
ahead,
it is.
Try it.
All right.
See if that coffee's as good as an espresso.
It's hot,
Yeah.
and it's obviously not as strong because we've
Yeah.
added the hot water,
Yeah.
but it's hot,
But you
and it's
could,
really good.
but you could make that less hot water in there too if you want it stronger.
Yep, absolutely. So that's our Americano. So you can see it's absolutely delicious.
Let's show them how to program.
So good. Yeah, programming it is really, really important. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll clean it from there.
Watch it. I'm not left-handed by any stretch.
Should have me do it. I'm lefty.
Yeah, I know.
That looks good to me.
Good enough.
Excellent. All right, so do that double.
Here's the other cup.
Actually, we'll program the Americano on here, I think.
Yeah.
All right,
We found a DeLonghi.
our double wall
Actually,
cappuccino glass.
yeah, you'd have to read it this
Upside
way.
down. There it is. Perfect. So now we're going to personalize this. So before we hit OK, we're going to hit the My button, So we're on Americano, so we want to make sure that's first.
Yep.
We're going to hit the My button. You hit the My button, it's going to blink.
Blink.
Then you hit OK. Both flash now to tell you that you're programming it.
So when you get what you want, do you push OK again
Yep.
or mine?
You hit OK to
Okay.
stop the espresso, and then it's going to do the hot water. So
And they're both programmable.
they're both programmable.
Yeah.
So I can stop this early.
Yeah, I'd put a full shot in there.
Full double shot of espresso. So I'll stop it at this point. So there you go.
Yep.
So,
now we get hot water. We'll take it up to there, which is a little shorter than the
Yeah.
other glass we had.
but again, some people like Americano, but just not as much hot water or more hot water. It depends.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I give people coffee and they go, "Whoa, tar," and I'm like, "That's weak. Come on.
Strong coffee.
I like strong coffee."
High caffeine, strong coffee.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to hit the My button, and it saves
Now
it.
it's saved.
So now you know that the Americano is programmed because the My button is illuminated. If you go to espresso,
It's not.
it disappears.
Oh, cool.
Because we didn't personalize that one.
Yeah. Nice.
So for the Americano, for the double, it's personalized. Because again, you could do it with single and double. So that's a great thing about it.
Good.
So there you
Now
go.
see, that's nice and stout.
Not as strong. So if I go to the single, you can see that
Yep.
you have that.
Cool.
All right.
Well-
Was there anything else? I don't think so. I mean, that really
think we're
covers everything. Again, I love this machine, and I'm not saying this just because I work for DeLonghi at all. We have a lot of machines. This one's my favorite because you can go hands-on with it.
True.
And,
But it still has some automation.
It has the automation.
Yeah.
So, the grinding, so you get the perfect dose.
Got both.
The tamping.
Yep.
The Smart Tamping Station is fantastic.
Yep.
We got the brewing, 2 heating systems, advanced latte system.
Yep.
I made my latte art.
You did.
I did.
Are you gonna come out to people's houses and show them how to do it?
Yeah, it might. I mean, it might be an extra source of income. Who knows? And it's just a fantastic machine, and I personally love it very much. So
Good.
we hope you do as well.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming out and showing us. And
Absolutely.
really love meeting you guys. And it's not every day I get to do it with the vendors.
We'll do it again soon.
The YouTube videos. So this was a joy. Thank you.
Pleasure.
All
Thanks,
right,
guys.
take care.
All right.